What's up, guys? It's Fantasysportssitch here on Monday, November 4th. I'm going to come at you with a nice little player prop play for Monday Night Football. First things first, let's go over yesterday's plays. Um, I actually wrote that twice. Yeah, the player props did not do so well yesterday, guys, unfortunately. Jaden Waddle didn't even have a catch till later in the game, and he ended up actually getting negative yards with a backwards pass at the end of the game with him trying to do like laterals and stuff. It was wild, just wild. Romeo Dobbs, I think he ended up like 20 or 30 yards. AJ Brown got hurt early. A lot of injuries yesterday, guys. It felt like, at least with what I was playing. So AJ Brown got hurt early, did not come back. Daniel Jones and Malik Neighbors, they were close. I think Daniel Jones had like 175. It was a weird first quarter for the Washington and New York Giants game. Like both quarterbacks, Jaden Daniels and Daniel Jones, had like no yards passing at the end of the first quarter. I didn't see the beginning of the game. I don't know what happened or why. They had like under 20 yards passing both quarterbacks. So I'm like, oh boy. Like when that was the first quarter, you don't even have like 50 yards or something. I'm like, geez. But they ended up getting like 175 for Daniel, and Malik Neighbors ended up with like 60 maybe. But the Cowboys are horrific, man. Uh, Dak, I don't even think he threw for 200. They benched him early because they were getting crushed so bad. CD Lamb, he had like 12 targets, 8 catches, but nothing, no bombs. I think he ended up like 40 or 50 yards. It's a bad day for player props yesterday. Um, I gave you two sportsbook free plays, which for some reason I wrote twice on here. Cowboys plus 3.5. I just said, the Cowboys are just bad. I thought this would be the perfect spot for them to get right in Atlanta. They usually play them well. They usually beat them. I really liked it. They're just not a good team. Rams money line thankfully hit in overtime, so we hit one out of two sportsbook free plays. So yeah, not a great day for player props. Split the sportsbook free plays. Let's get right into today's free play. Let's get right back on the right track. Love today's play. Um, like tonight's game for player props. The We're going with Bucky Irving over 52.5 receiving plus rushing yards. He's been over this in pretty much every game since he's been really getting the rock. I love for this to happen. I like for him. Uh, Tampa's probably going to be trailing most of the game. They're heavy underdogs. I think Kansas City's given about 9, -9. So I think they're going to be behind at the end of the game, trying to come back. He can get a lot of dump off screen plays. And maybe early on it's kind of close, at least in the beginning. So he'll get his rushing. Maybe he'll get 20, 30 yards, maybe 40. And then maybe he'll break off a nice little screen play. So I've really liked, and this has gone over, I think, 4 straight games at least. He's been absolutely crushing. He looks like the better running back most weeks, and they see that. He's explosive. They can't keep him off the field because he looks so good. So he's been getting his touches, him and Rashad White. But Bucky looks, I think he looks a little better, younger. Uh, Not that Rashad White's old, but Bucky looks good, man, and he's been hitting this every week. Love this. The game script should play into his hands. He should get his carries early, and then if KC pulls away, which is the prediction, as they're heavy favorites, he'll be getting some nice dump offs. I can see Baker Mayfield hitting him with some screenplays, and he's electric in the open field once he catches the ball, and they like getting him the ball. So love this to go over 52.5 receiving plus rushing. Lock that in. And then we're going to go with Cade Otton over 51.5 receiving yards ever since Mike Evans and Chris Godwin got hurt. This guy has been Baker's security blanket. I mean, this guy is just catching rocks all over the field. He's been well over I think he's over 80 yards in 2 straight games. None of the receivers are back. He's still going to be the main target. Kansas City's not good at defending the tight ends. And again, this plays into the game script well. Them trailing and probably playing from behind and having to throw the ball plays right into this to go over. I think it would go over either way, honestly, but that just helps even more with more than likely them trailing and having to throw. So lock that in on DABBLE. Third play, this is a 4-man, guys. We're going with Kareem Hunt over 62.5 rushing yards. This also plays into the script of KC probably playing with a lead in the second half and pounding the rock with Kareem Hunt, which they have done ever since they picked him up and started playing him since Isaiah Pacheco's hurt. He's not coming back for a couple more weeks, I believe. He's been getting 20 plus carries almost every game. He's been over this line majority of games, and this game script in particular is perfect for him to go over these rushing yards. I love him to go over that. Again, he's going to be getting a ton of carries at the end of the game with them probably playing with the lead. Plus, he gets the ball early and often, even if it's a close game. So, like I said, he's getting 20-plus rushes a game. Love the game script, and everything sets for this to go over. Love Kareem Hunt over his rushing yards, 62.5 or whatever line you can get. Find the best line you can. This is on DABBLE. But if you guys are interested, I can get a free month of my VIP. All these apps are amazing. I use all of them, bounce all around. Taking advantage of the better lines, the different promos, the different discounted picks. But if you download Chalkboard, Sleeper, or Betr, deposit a minimum of $10 with code Sitch. They'll match that and up to even more. And once you do that, comment on this post, email me, or DM me on Instagram and let me know you use my code Sitch, and I'll get you hooked up with a free month of my VIP. Dabble is also another great app, but you only have to deposit a minimum of $5 on there using code Sitch, and they'll literally hand you a free $25. And that's what this plays on today on Dabble. Awesome app, constantly using it. They allow correlation and with the quarterbacks and receiver overs, either yardages. Love that. So take advantage of that. If you do, let me know. Get you a free month of my VIP. There's my email. This is my winnable. Yeah, guys, at the very least, you really want to get hooked up to my free winnable plan. It's completely free. The plays get texted directly to your phone. I give out extra sportsbook plays and player prop plays later in the day, as pretty much daily, every day, and they get texted directly to your phone. So you want to get hooked up to that? It's completely free. Last play on this four-man is going to be Baker Mayfield over his passing, 237.5. He's been over this. I think he's been over 300 the past 3 weeks. Even without his top two receivers, he's gone over 300 the past couple weeks. I think the past 3 weeks. And again, the game script, this is all like correlated with how I feel the game's going to go, guys. I really feel like they'll be playing from behind, as the spread even says, as Vegas says. And he's gone over the 237 seems so low. He's going to be having to throw the ball at the end of the game, whole second half. Love for this to go over. 237 is super low. He's going to be hitting Cade Otton, Jalen McMillan, hitting his running backs, Bucky Irving, as I say here, as well as Rachaad White should get some looks. But love that to go over. Love this little four-man that pays up to 10x, guys. Love this play on Dabble. Lock that in. Also, guys, my VIP picks are super affordable. You can try out a week for as little as $25. All you YouTube viewers get 50% off with code YouTube. Take advantage of that, guys. $25 for an entire week of all my sportsbook and player prop plays. We've been absolutely crushing week in and week out. Yesterday wasn't the greatest day. Saturday we crushed. The whole last week we absolutely destroyed. This week in total, I got to add it up, but we were well in the green and we absolutely crushed once again. Week in and week out, we've been hammering. As little as $25. It's super affordable, super profitable. You'll make that $25 back in a split second, and you'll be building a bankroll, guys. Absolutely crushing. That's your play for today. Lock that in. And that's it for today. Until tomorrow, let's win some money tonight on Monday Night Football.